esportsbets.com, a unique place for true gamers. The only place to bet on esports events. You know your way around a competitive gaming scene and are willing to take a risk? Watch regular broadcasts and earn real money. esportsbets.com. Foresight, passion, and calculation.
Welcome back, everybody, here to the CSGO Championship Series. I'm Toby1, joined by Sadicust, as we are going into map number 4, and not going the way you thought it was going to, aka HellRaisers leading the way in.
And yeah, exactly. I thought HellRaisers would lead after Cash. We actually see it go back the way of FlipSid. And I was comparing it to Dust in the fact that they're very split up maps. The difference obviously came down to the fact that it was more execution-based for FlipSid. Obviously, Dust, a little more open over at A site. You can't quite smoke it off. Really choke pointed at B. You have to run in and actually take the pick game. That's not how they win on T side. So Cash actually favored them a lot more than I thought it would. Now, that was also a combination of things. We didn't really see HellRaisers do much of anything on the T side. So they're away with it. We're on to Mirage, the wild card. I think FlipSide's fully in control of this series now, and their fate lies in their own hands. Obviously, last night, I don't think they'll be able to duplicate that 13-2 comeback on the T side. They need more CT rounds.
It does at least flag to us the fact that it doesn't matter for FlipSide if they are on T or on CT. They're still going to have a lot of confidence behind themselves to say, you know what? Anything is possible on this map for FlipSide. They're very comfortable with it. So for people who didn't see the other night, it was a T victory, a heavy victory for FlipSide, that then lost it completely. But then in overtime, FlipSide showed that on defense, they're actually really solid as well.
And that's one of the things that actually, to me, is indicative of the fact that this game actually favors T-sided teams. It's a miracle to me that Envious is doing so well as CT-sided as they are. I think you got to give a lot more praise to a guy like Kiyoshima on entry kills for them. But teams like NiP, Fnatic, who are so good T-sided, typically have these close games that they squeeze out of because of the work they're able to do. It doesn't matter what side they're started on. So FlipSide, I mean, I said it before last night even began. I said it before this whole qualifier began. They're a team to me that actually has a lot of potential moving forward. And if they can develop that CT side of their game, I mean, I don't expect them to suddenly show up in the top of the rankings, but by the back half of this year,
with confidence.
Yeah, I think in the latter half of this year, the high side of top 10 in the world rankings wouldn't be out of possibility for them.
Well, for me, I think it's actually going to be even better for FlipSide in this map, because we did see HellRaisers early tonight, and their breach onto A side, the smokes, the nades, they're all in the right position, but they really, really struggled to get the pickoffs as they're moving in and find really good hold positions. The retake on A was really solid, and they were really let in a lot of times as well through that mid connector. You can be fairly certain the FlipSide is not going to allow this stuff to happen. World Edit is normally that person that does push up into the mid connector, and he's not going to let you get anywhere near there.
Yeah, no, not at all. He's going to hold that off, and I mean, we talked about that last night, actually. And even this in the earlier game we saw today with HellRaisers on it, you don't control that connector effectively on the CT side. You're giving up so much positioning at A that you're going to get overwhelmed. You've got to control not only 2 entry points, but also your flank. And if you can't rotate correctly, actually even more so for gamers too, we saw Spiro, who was playing in that window, rotating all the way out through CT, not being able to get into jungle because he was smoked off. More and more teams are playing passively behind those smokes. If your cat player doesn't cover off your connector when you try to go 3 to A, you're done for. You're not going to be able to hold that bomb site.
Yep.
And I mean, it's an interesting change in the meta at that A site right now. It's a fragile way to play it, because if you go back to that 3 in A, your B becomes a little bit weaker. You're also putting a player so far forward that he has to get kills on entries or he's completely ineffective, and then it all falls apart from that reason. So you need to find a way to be extremely efficient in connector. And I mean, Fnatic are excellent at this map, and Crims, you watch him play this spot, best in the world at it, hands down.
The other critical part we've noticed of this map is actually underpass. The ability to actually come up and contest the window spot, get that crossfire coming into connector, so it's not just the shots coming from upper mid, it's the ability to get a crossfire so you can't just hide in one corner or the other and feel you're going to be safe. You want to push them all the way back, force, if there is a far up AWPer, to move back into jungle, or if it's going to be an AK or an M4, whatever, it's going to have to fall back only towards the stairs or a little bit further out of connector. Either way, you have to give up control of mid, and this opens up your catwalk, this opens up everything else. As you're saying, of course, you have still your players on catwalk, your players in connector, you can still find a bit of a crossfire, but if the smokes are good, then you do kind of just leave that catwalk player stranded by himself. Now, we're starting off, so knife round is underway.
So knife rounds are split 2-1 in favor of HellRaisers. The last one went to FlipSid, and they're starting off in the same fashion, so we could be in for a quick one. Oh my goodness. Wake up, HellRaisers.
Man, Freddy Krueger has been personally training with FlipSid during this, except Adrian. Obviously, he didn't train Blade too well. He's able to pick up. Hey! He still gets 3 of them. But either way, FlipSid, they're going to stay more than likely over on the CTs. It will make a lot more sense for them to do so. So it's in the hands of HellRaisers. We're going to see just how well HellRaisers are going to be for the breach. Because I don't know, sorry, how well HellRaisers are capable of breaching, if I use grammar. That's always useful for a commentator. Because I don't really have a lot of confidence in HellRaisers doing this. I have a lot of confidence in battling up against the mid. But breaching into sites like A is going to be difficult. And you know Markelov's going to be causing you a lot of problems over on the B side. He is that floater over on B that gets a lot of quick rotations. That's probably another upside about the CT part. We only saw that really in the overtime of FlipSid, where Markelov calls it really early, and you get rotations coming out from that mid connector. So he gets the second AWP, or he gets a second machine gun over there as rifle as early as possible.
And rotating from there, he has the call too. If your cat player's down, he should probably go cat cover off the backside of that connector. Yep. But he also has that free passage all the way through CT. It's a long rotation. I'm just going to take a peek here. It's something like...
To see the timing of it?
There you go.
Using a new tool?
Approximately 15 seconds out of B for that window. And actually, you can go a little bit quicker through
the funny thing
window.
is, though...
So yeah, about 15.
Like, Markelov's push-up, if memory serves me correctly, he normally actually tries to flank up through underpass. He doesn't actually just go straight back up through CT.
Occasionally, yeah, he was getting aggressive. And the reason for that, again, is information early on. If you haven't found anything mid, if you haven't established a contact point with your enemy anywhere else on the map, it's worth it to try and at least get up and just see if they're out toward that courtyard in the B apartments. And then, yeah, if he gets that far for free, there's no reason not to go underpass, because then he's directly on top of the connector. So the retake becomes a lot more viable. But we are going to get things underway. FlipSid starting out CT. 2-1 advantage in the best of 5. Winner of this into the CSGO Championship Series. Loser stays home. Teams with a lot of history against each other. And a lot on the line for them.
I use my drawing tool as well, and then I find the ability to clear it.
You were looking for that, were you?
Yeah. It's just, again, CSGO newbie. All right.
So exciting. You're going to be doing doodles the whole game now.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
They're setting up for an A take, but they don't have any. Well, they've got 3 smokes.
Yeah,
they don't have any Molotovs, though, to hold them out from jungle even further, though.
They've got 4 flashes. The smokes are now flying over. They've still got 1 more. Bondic scouts them out, and he's already pulling out the nade to do some early damage. And Angel, with 1 life point, is going to attempt to help out the rest of his team as they do breach in. Already Dosia, 1 bullet to the scalp, takes the kill. And Adram will get the plant down, so they get the advantage here at least. But the question is, again, HellRaisers, you can take the site, but can you hold the site? They know that to be a jump up right there. Bondic able to pick up another couple. So it's currently a 2-on-4 situation as even FlipSid was looking to bounce themselves over the boxes. They can smoke up and they can go for the defuse. The molly's already been thrown out there. Simple's trying to keep him over on that T-ramp. In fact, he's just going to take both the kills. HellRaisers, you get the plant, you don't win the pistol. Same problems as before.
I mean, the good news from that is that they'll completely save this round and they will get guns out a little bit earlier, so there's still a small victory to be had out of that.
Yeah.
Not what they wanted, obviously, though. Not as this T-side, or pardon me, a CT-sided team who's been struggling, to say the least, on their T-side.
It just seems like one of those positions. Again, like HellRaisers, they put themselves all on the far wall. So they almost tried to play the range battle, but they had a gap in their smoke for the guys that came up through the CT stairs. And that's what was exploited by FlipSid. That's what gave them the opportunity to level up the players, or in fact get the player advantage. And HellRaisers, okay, well that's a pretty aggressive push over towards Markelov. But it's not going to happen as a full push. Angel, in fact, now doubling back to come through the underpass, and it's a heavy push through the mid-connector. But Bondic is waiting, picks up the 2, looks for the guy up on top of the palace, and it's just a slaughterfest right now. There's only one player left alive, and he is also dead. World Edit will take him out. Not a single gun lost here for FlipSid. They go up 2-0. No surprise on the pistol round, however, but HellRaisers, they gave it a crack.
And that was perfect rotations. Your cat player jumped out, supported. Actually, he went through window because he was smoked off, but your window player was already top jungle. That was Bondic in that case. Got those 2 easy kills. And Markelov was already at a B, so good awareness right now from FlipSid. I know it's very early, but the basic principles are easily established. Simple's got back on catwalk. World Edit's going to find the first middle this time. He's gone in for that M4, so they're not saving him to get an AWP. Simple's going to find another one. Bondic over at A collects. Well, Edit's under some pressure. Does get taken down to 51, but another clean sweep. Easy, easy work. And I called that they were going to go to guns, but because they didn't get any kills to follow up after that bomb plant, they couldn't do it in the second round. So now we finally see them go to these AKs.
Yep. So the first buy round coming out from HellRaisers, but FlipSid. They got all the money, but they're not going for the full upgrades. We've only got 3 M4s as well as 2 FAMAs. So they are still being very careful with how much cash they want to try and burn through, but everyone's got over 4,000. In fact, most of them have over 5,000 in the currency, dollars, not gold.
What is gold? What's a Dota?
Well, gold is the currency of the world, remember. Simple. Feeling there's a lot of pressure coming up, and there really is. Angel already starting to spam into connector. He's actually bumping into his own teammate there, and they're getting caught out a little bit. Simple, able to get the pick up on Angel. It's almost like HellRaisers falling over themselves, and World Edit, he had a small little gap on top of the smoke. We get another kill over on top of Kucha, and this first buy round from HellRaisers not going well. Flamey knows this one over on the CT stairs. The nade flies down nicely, so Blade dropping down to 17 life points. Or was that actually Simple?
That was actually
Bondic.
Bondic.
Okay, in that case, the nade did absolutely nothing on Blade, and Simple just took the damage back where they were, because like Simple's over it. He's always that short. Okay.
And he's fallen off it, yeah, because of this. But the problem is the T's don't have much map control. Adren finally comes out, picks up that bomb. Docia's with him. But there goes Flamey over at A, so they can't even use him to hold the rotators in position. And Adren and Docia realize that, so they're going to sit tight in mid. They might just try and rush it through connector. If they catch World Edit, Blade's very low. They might be able to get Bondic. It would just be, I mean, this has to be absolutely perfect shots from them.
They miss already. One over in jungle. The chase will come, but Flashbang World Edit hiding in the corner. He's going to try and turn around now. Docia is able to bring him down, but Bondic again defending back from those CT stairs. A little bit up on the bomb, in fact. Now he has to back up a little bit further. Either way, he defends solidly, picks up the 2 kills, and that's now 4-0 in favor of FlipSid. And welcome back to pistols for HellRaisers.
Yeah, so this is another great start for FlipSid.
Well, we kind of knew that they would have a lot of confidence here, but HellRaisers, they've really just been committing towards this mid in the A a hell of a lot. The dummy over on B was nice from Angel, but never really played into anything, and HellRaisers, they're just ignoring the B side completely, which is actually really allowing Simple to have a lot more space moving into Catwalk. This time they will be properly pushing in towards the A side, coming up through the ramp with Flamey, looking in through the temple. The smokes are pretty heavy, but they got a little bit one up, so it's over on the stairs, so there's still a bit of a vision. No, there is another one. It's blocking off the jungle. Wait, whoa! Blade. He just runs straight past him. Blade does actually still manage to pick up 2 kills here. There's Bondic. He can't see down low, so gets above the smoke line. And HellRaisers, it's like the smokes, the nades, they're all covering very, very nicely, but HellRaisers, they just run past the line.
This is scary and all too familiar. This is Cash all over again. 3 kills total for HellRaisers, and we're on to the 6th round. I mean, FlipSid only got 2 rounds last night, and look what they did. They've got 5 already. Give these guys 6, 7 for them is more than enough on a CT side on this map. So this is looking very grim. HellRaisers have to find a response. Kutcher's going to have that AWP, and Flamey's up toward Palace, but he's smoked off already, so he can't find the pick he wants. And Bondik's aggressively inside A. Blade's supporting him. World Edit's going to be quick to rotate, and he's already heading toward Connector, so there's already 3 in A.
With those smokes already gone, they're having to back up. Angel's actually already flanking back towards the mid. Flamey's still looking for, what, nothing. In fact, he's not even pushing up into Temple to look for a pick-off. As Kutcher is the one who's got the AWP, but he's in the position where he's probably never going to hit anything. Trying to come up through the stairs. Now on an aggressive defense smoke by FlipSid. They're taking away the vision from Flamey, so he can't catch anything. Blade sitting on the side. Here comes that flashbang, and they try and come out. Bondik just increases his amount of kills, moving up very, very far until Dossier finally puts him down. But World going to back up, protect that AWP, while allowing Simple to finish the job. 6-0. HellRaisers, they just can't catch a break.
No, I mean, again, Bondik was up close. That smoke, they were relying on one player to get that pick out of apartments. Flamey, he got completely smoked off. No line of vision whatsoever. And already, I mean, just brilliant way to play A with Bondik up close in that quick rotation for World Edit. There was already 3 there. They had no mid presence. I mean, they couldn't possibly hope for anything out of that. There was nothing they could have done from it. They would have had to be just beautiful with their smokes and take down Bondik before they even lost any health whatsoever, and that was unlikely.
Look how World Edit is looking from mid down into underpass to try and find the pickoff. Adren's now going to get himself down there. But at the same time, World Edit, I don't know if he's got the little gap. There will be the Molotov to stop that push up from Adren. So he is slowed up while Markelov, he's actually moved up. Very, very surprisingly. Simple's the one at the back of B this time around as Markelov, who moves over towards that, over towards Catwalk.
I'm loving that Markelov 0, 0, and 0.
Maybe that's the reason why he's up there. It's like, guys, can I be involved in something?
HellRaisers only ever go A, apparently. He's the B player. He hasn't seen any action over the last 2 games.
Well, he might be able to pick up one,
Go
but
ahead and have a nap, bud.
The fire's keeping him out of the play. Waldes managed to pick up Dossier, so it's a 1-1 trade-off. And Markelov, he's finally got some vision. Maybe he'll die as his first thing. Nope, he'll kill off Kutcher. So he gets himself on the board. The fire goes down. Adrian has to walk through it into the hot coals. Well Edit picks up one quickly. Then the second one, Angel, unable to find the opening. And Flamey, the last man left alive, looking down into the mid, sees Markelov, gets him properly. And it's 2 AWPs versus the AK, and looks like AWP wins out. World Edit claiming a forfeit in that one. And the advantage is still stretched further forward. There's almost $16,000 over on Simple at the moment.
7 rounds in. That's utterly ridiculous. 8-0.
There's the fact that too, like Bondik, he's 12-4-3. Like, that's one of the best KDAs I've seen.
I mean, this start pretty much, I mean, I said this was our wild card map. Well, the wild card aspect of it was FlipSid CT. Forget it. It's already determined. I mean, if they continue on in this fashion, HellRaisers has been completely asleep over the last 2 maps on their T side. They are going to sneak out, though. Flamey's above Bondik, but he's spotted. How does he not go in further and try and take down Bondik? Blade
I don't think he really
them.
wanted to in the first place. The rest of his team is far away. He was just meant to be distraction. He wasn't expecting 3 CTs to be there. He should, but he wasn't. And now Adren's at 15 life points. That nade, Dossier shields it with his own leg. Not the greatest blocker, but he does have 66 life points with no armor on them whatsoever. Now, you got a couple of techs, but what else are you really wanting? You got AWP from Simple. He takes out Dossier. So he realizes they're over on the B side, but they don't know how many more. The fact that Dossier is there and the fact that Flame was brought down at Palace, that should already be revealing to them the fact that it's the flanker from HellRaisers that was over on the A side. So they're either committing to mid or to A. But Simple is in the perfect position. He sees everything there. Markelov is cover fire. World Edit as well as Blade. They're back over towards the mid connector, but no one's watching, in fact, mid itself. So Adren's already up into that mid connector, and World Edit doesn't really care. He heard him running down there. He gets the pick on 1, looking for the pick on 2 as they go in through Catwalk. Couldn't get the shot. Tries again. Can't get it. Pulls out the pistol. The rotation from FlipSid's coming over. The bomb is going into B, and actually in through the mid. Angel secures the window.
Oh,
The knife!
there's the knife.
Oh, simple. Rolling in the dough. He's literally Scrooge McDuck.
Absolutely. I mean, those op shots from through the connector. That bullet must have traveled and skimmed both of their pant legs. It went right between them on that first shot. I like the fact that they got up in the window. That actually gave them a bit of a chance, and they almost got the bomb plant, but good awareness from the player inside B. Markelov might have been quiet. He's got one now.
You know the hilarious thing is, I don't think he got any cash for the knife because he capped out. So
yeah, the bonus wouldn't have even mattered.
Yeah. I know it doesn't even really matter anyway when they're this far ahead. But still, buy round for HellRaisers. This is the moment. They come in. Angel, nice breach on the side. Takes out Bondic sitting on the side. But they still need to deal with all the players rotating themselves over from jungle. Flamey coming down to actually stop even the flankers coming through CT stairs. He takes one, can't take out the second. Markelov able to get back into the action again. One at the top of the CT stairs. He comes around, able to get the pick off. But down to 5 line points, so it's at a hefty cost. And the two HellRaiser players, they're so close together. They're literally sitting right on top of each other. So just a couple of quick shots and they're locked in a corner. They know where the last one is. Markelov goes for the defuse and they bait him to come out. Markelov will take the defuse. And World holds on to his ult. 9-0 on the CT side. And HellRaisers, buy round goes astray, but they've still got cash.
I mean, 9-0. I mean, they're not even, they got the bomb down that time, great, that's excellent, but again, they were standing on top of each other, and they didn't sustain great post-plant positions out of it. Markelov got through uncontested, and once he was on the defuse, all they had to do was bait out as they did. They're making it far too easy right now for FlipSid. Adrenaline at least this time gets the early pick. That's simple down. This will open up the map just a little bit because World Edit's already back over toward B. Bondix, oh, he's caught out Angel. I thought he might actually fall there.
He almost did.
And Markelov's coming under pressure. Bombs dropped all the way back outside those B apartments, so they're playing these picks. It is 4 versus 4. But they can't capitalize on that early advantage because they had to go back to retrieve this bomb.
Yep. So no quick pushing up. Even if Bontic is injured, they just move him to the back lines now. Give a little bit more protection as Adren. He got the early pick, which opened up the B side. But they still know that Markelov will always be over there. And FlipSid, they got one in mid. They got one sitting quite close on the A site. So they're quite happy to allow the breach to come into A because they know they can't contest mid-connector, especially when it's Bondic on 19 points. He wants to wait for HellRaisers to come in close so then he can just get the quick frags without having to get into this long-duration range battle because he'll end up losing that one. Adren trying to use a little corner of smoke to see down to the truck, but Markelov's down the ground. Okay, he saw someone coming in through Cat. Wins on the pick. Kucha down by World Edit, but they're all on top of Markelov. He's calling out the movement as well. Markelov can't get the kills. He does get a little bit of damage onto him. And Blade right on top of the site. Kills the bomb carrier. Adren, all that's really left. They're bouncing from one side to the next. And he just basically runs circles around them. 10-0. HellRaisers again. They have enough cash to do some buying. But nothing really seems to be working. They've tried some fakes, they've tried some dummies, they've tried heavy A breaches, tried delayed mid pushes. They've tried coming up through underpass, not as much, but they've tried it. And again, we're going to see a heavy commitment into A to see if it's going to work once again. And what have we got? We've got 3 smokes, 4 flashes, 2 nades.
Both ops out toward mid. Simples on that catwalk. World Edit's already rotating. They're in a little bit deeper than normal this time, but Blade's going to shut them down. And there's Bondic from Shadow. No idea that he was there. He times it perfectly. And what a shot from the 5-7 to make it a double for him now. And still nobody's dropped on the FlipSid side.
With the flashes, he opens up again to come out. Bondic was playing that corner perfect. He pops up, he takes a shot, jumps back in again, has the flash, throws it out, knows they're blind, comes in, finishes the job.
And that's exactly how that position has to be played. Yes, you give up that person who is directly on top of the connector, but World Edit was very quick on his rotate out a window. He then becomes that jungle player, and Bondic, so smart, caught them entirely off guard. 11-0. HellRaisers, man, oh man, cold day in hell indeed.
I don't know how they find heaven or some level of salvation. Unfortunately, it's not cobblestone, so they can't go to the Preacher's Corner. A push up from Adren. Just throwing out the mollies, but again, that bomb just sitting up at the top of mid. They're just trying to use Adren again as bait. Like he's got armor, he's got a tech 9. So all he's looking to do is just poke a hole somewhere in the flip side defense. Get lucky with those shots. Markelov's making sure no one can push up through the apartments. But that's not where HellRaisers are coming. They're coming down through the mid. Below the window, another smoke coming on connector. So if HellRaisers do come up to this, they come up blind. They can't see anyone hiding inside the A side. But the FlipSid have also moved into a very defensive posture. They're back on CT stairs. One's even back at CT spawn. It's actually World Edit at CT spawn, and now he's going to rotate up towards the CT stairs, allowing Bondic to again come in close. So he comes in into shadow, right below where Flamey is, but the push is coming in too. So they're up through connector. Simple gets picked off already over a cat. They're looking for the extra pick off as well, able to catch out Blade at window. And this should cut off the cross. The quick movement over from the B side. But while World Edit still sitting on the CT stairs with the AWP, HellRaisers cannot secure the site. Even almost team tagging their Angel.
At least they've got it down to a 2-on-2.
They're going to flash
him push through. He's actually going to get this bomb plant, or is he? Markelov's found him, so they do get the bomb down, but he's very low HP, and this is a crossfire that he can't possibly hope to get out of. No nades left to work with for him. He couldn't even pop flash it. And that's going to be another defuse. We saw 12-3 in the last half, or pardon me, the last map. It could be much worse this time around, and flip side, T-side Mirage is very scary.
Hoi.
Well,
it's like everything went wrong after those 3 Deagle shots. It's still ringing in the ears. Even if we're 12 rounds in, we're not going to forget that play. World Edit now comes for the mid peak.
Never forget.
Never, ever. Lest we forget. Simple. Very far up on that AWP. It's a lot of smokes. Again, just covering up that connector. But this time around, HellRaisers aren't pushing with it. They throw the molly to make sure that Simple's not going to have a look. At least through catwalk. And HellRaisers just going for the picks. They do have one, like an AWP of their own. That's Dossier in the mid. He's still waiting for the peak to come through the connector. While Adren, nice molly from Markelov. Gonna just push him back a little bit further. And Markelov just wants to defend on top of the site. Adren is definitely making his presence known. And Simple, in fact, actually turning his gun around. He's looking back over to see if Adren's pushing up. But after he fires the AK shot, Simple knows he can keep looking down catwalk. HellRaisers are running out of time.
I mean, they're running out of everything. They're running out of energy. They're running out of skill right now, it would seem.
It's been a long night. Remember this. Like, this is still the 6th map for them. It's been a very, very long night.
And I mean, that could play into it, but this is atrocious from them right now. I hate to say it. I don't mean to be a bully, but Angel's
atrocious
got one.
or not, he's doing really well. Dossier as well with the AWP. They're able to finally have the first advantage. It's only World Edit with this AWP, and he's not going to win it. HellRaisers, take a round!
There we go. 12-1.
Make it 12-3. There is hope. It'll be exactly the same score.
Basically, yeah, from the last match. I mean, it's a far cry from the first 3 matches we saw them play this evening, where they picked up all 3 of them.
I believe, HellRaisers. I believe.
Even going back to Inferno in this one, I mean, they looked excellent on their T side there. I wouldn't say excellent. They looked reasonable. They looked at least good enough to put up numbers that would allow them to do stuff on the CT side. They're not even giving themselves that chance, and already their counter smoke, really Flamey has to walk out through it, and he's instantly there. I mean, that's too obvious. You come through that smoke, it's too easy for World Edit to take that shot. Dosia now stuck down in the bottom. Oh, no, pardon me. He's up in the cubby. I thought he was down at the bottom of mid through the X-ray.
World Edit only just arrived for that shot, too. If he came in at the same time as Angel was making the distraction on the stairs, it would have been a very different situation. Now, Simple, able to shut down the mid. So Adren and Angel, they still want to come over towards the A side, but Blade's already rotating back over. Flip side very spaced out. So Blade battling up against the stairs. He's looking to get one, but Adren is able to come out on top. Brings up the AWP, looking down into jungle. Getting flashed slightly, going for the rando shot. But they brought a lot more support in. That Molotov's keeping Simple at bay. He can't get any closer, while Markelov going to rotate up through the connector. Cannot get the early shot, and it looks like HellRaisers can keep the momentum going. 12-2 is still very costly. They lose 3 players for it. But they have enough cash to keep the game rolling.
I mean, again,
and last round the first half.
It's so late. Like I mean, last time
better late than never.
Better never than late, almost. I mean, last time we saw that they had two good executions that actually came out in the backside of Cash. When at A, they pushed all the way through, and if they'd done that the entire half, it might have been a whole different story. These last two rounds haven't been too bad, but Dosia carelessly walks through a smoke that is exploited by a window that's very late to get smoked off. Now they put it there. They'll be able to work up Cat off the fact that Connector's also smoked, but Blade could see over top of it. He's already spotted Kucher, so they're trying to do one-on-one, and there it is. There's the kill. They can't even go up Catwalk.
Where's your entry? Where's your entry? With only welded it down, I'm not seeing a hole yet inside the defense. Simple is still holding short B. Markelov still holding the long. And that's where Flamey is with a bomb. Blade, well, there's your shot coming in towards mid from Simple and Adren. He might just try and play the AWP war. Around the corner, wait for him to come out through the rocks. In fact, just pulls out the Tech 9. As already FlipSid, like, Simple just backed up. They're taking no chances with this. All they got to do is just win this round, and they know they're one pistol round away from victory, practically. That's all that's really required. Adren, yeah, he can't find an angle over towards the A side either. So they have to move up. Flamey, Markelov, he's still sitting down very, very low. He gets the first sight, and he saw the bomb pop up as well. So it's just up to Adren in the last round of the first half, 18 seconds to go. He knows where Markelov is, and Markelov just tosses him a nade. He wants to play catch with his dad, but only 9 points of damage taken, and there's the remaining points put into him. Right, little pieces of lead. Adren will drop, and 13-2, the advantage for FlipSid at the end of the first half.
And we saw FlipSid down 13-2 last night when they were on the CT side, and they came back on T. I don't know what else you can say. That's just some lackluster performance from HellRaisers. Great work from FlipSid. The rotations were strong. Their presence at Connector and in the A site, Bondic changing things up looked great. Before we get the second half underway, lest we forget, yeah, absolutely. Subscribers, you have a chance to enter into the raffle for that knife at the end of the evening.
You still got time. Pay your money now. Type in ! raffle.
Absolutely. And not only that, your money goes directly into the prize pool for the tournament, which will be concluding at DreamHack Bucharest in about 6 weeks' time.
It's going to be brilliant land finals.
If we hit $125,000 total prize pool, we also get to see one-on-ones. I want to see some one-on-ones. I don't have my wallet on me, otherwise I already would have subscribed. I do plan on it.
I want to cast some one-on-ones.
Yeah, I think one-on-ones are going to be awesome to see. So hit that sub button, guys, and support the community and the teams that you love. And we'll see. I mean, FlipSid looks like they could be one of those teams, and they deserve some support right now.
Yeah, they do, man. Like, right now, FlipSid, they had a shaky start. They had a really shaky start. I had a lot more confidence in them coming into this. This is why I was like, you know what, 3-0 is going to work, because I really felt like FlipSid's coordination. They're showing me now what I expected to see from them all night.
Yeah,
it's just tight. It's just perfect. I think there's also a bit of a problem though, because obviously HellRaisers, they need more time on this map.
Right, and I said for sure, and I said the maps that FlipSid would win would actually be this, Overpass, and Nuke. They got cash, so we're looking at 4 instead of 5, and I mean that's that. I made the call too soon with them last night when they were in a similar position as HellRaisers are right now. I dare not make it again.
I would be fairly confident to make it again.
All right, you take it this time.
I'll take it.
If it goes wrong, it's not my fault this time around. Blame Toby Wan. The force be with you, my friend.
If it goes wrong, it goes very right, because it means we have ourselves a bit of a nail-biter as the end. But really right now, HellRaisers, they're struggling. If they lose this pistol round, like, it's not even just the fact, like, you're 13-2. Everything must go right. Pistol must be won here by HellRaisers. There is no other choice. They have to win pistol, or else FlipSid are going to get the 15 mark.
Oh, I mean,
because you're still on CTs as well. Like, it's so expensive.
Get the 16 mark, right?
There's
really
there's going to be a semi-buy. Like, your Pharmacists might do something, but they won't do enough.
Unless you get 8 to 9 kills in the first 2 rounds, losing the pistol, there's no way you can third round really effectively buy. They'll force it out, obviously, in this situation, but there's no way you can get a full buy into the third round as a CT. So
on the flip side. So they use Blade to try and scout the window, make a lot of noise in mid. Bondic is now going to be pulled in. He was that floater on the far side, and here comes Wild Edit. They come in. That's the Tech 9 leading the way. Obviously, best way to get every single kill is with the Tech 9. CT just down the left. Markelov finds him. It's where he's been defending the entire time. Finding the action. Angel chasing up into the ladder. He just keeps bouncing Blade. Eventually, he'll go down. with hardly any damage to the CTs, but the plant is already down. So FlipSide secure themselves the money. The question is, can HellRaisers take the retake? It's essential they get this. Where's the opening? They're at least able to pick up a couple. Tech9 in the hands here of Flamey. He picks up 2, looking for the 3rd. Where is it? It's just Markelov. Left, the smoke will come down. He goes for the defuse. Markelov, he's on the run in. He's going to stop the defuse, and Flamey just pulls up. In fact, Markelov doesn't stop the defuse. It's Flamey who just pulls out the Tech9, takes out the scalp, and HellRaisers, they have the first round.
That's the start of it.
Tees do still have money, though. Tees will still have money on the next round.
That's right. They haven't invested anything, so they'll hold on. They've got to get some kills, though. Remember, if they don't get a single kill, they won't have quite enough. They've got to at least get a few.
They're coming B again. And it looks like they're coming really fast. Markelov with already the early flash.
Angel and Doja already there.
True.
And Markelov's actually forced to slow things down based on the fact that he got countered with that pop flash through the window, and now they're going to smoke
coming
it.
Up.
So
Angel takes one, looking for a second. Markelov's already out. He's going to get shut down again by Angel, battling nicely from the side. Pulls out the pistol, and they're getting trapped at the bars. It's almost the jail of the corpses of FlipSide. As HellRaisers do take the second round. It was to be expected, but when you try to push like that, it's either a make or break, and they broke.
So 4 now. Let's keep it going. Get it the momentum and get that train rolling. Chat be with you.
They're coming B again. They're really committing heavily into this.
And here's this buy, too. So we've got the Galil out, and then an AK for World Edit with no head armor. The rest of them full head armor to go with theirs.
Smoke.
Try and get in.
It's impossible for FlipSide to actually make their way through apartments, and they know it. They're actually backing up a little bit. Dossie is up very, very far.
So deep, too. That smoke went all the way into the kitchen.
They're throwing it through the bar window so they can get it that deep. And now they've got to throw a second one. Oh, well at it. His teammate couldn't kill him, but he will. Bondic will drop. Dossie having to rotate in and try and protect that short B. And he'll be successful at doing so. But the rest of FlipSide, they've managed to get in through the apartments. And they got the kill as well, which means, again, this B bomb site is belonging to FlipSide. They want to get the plant down, but instead, they start taking the battle. 2-on-2. Make that 2-on-1. Make it 1-on-1.
Oh,
make it 2 points.
HP.
Make it nothing. He only had 2 life points at the end of taking out the second last player of FlipSide. So there was no more joy. 14-4.
And the question is, yeah, there it is. They're going to force. They're going to play and try and not let them onto that match point. As we see the replay of Flamey doing some work, unfortunately, just comes up short in the end. So now it's FlipSide with 14 rounds and guns out against the force. They don't have a whole lot of money themselves, though, as you can see. That's a simple deagle and a scout for Doja. And it's actually Flamey who finds the first kill. Meanwhile, at mid, though, World Edit's still there in behind the boxes looking for something, and he spots, a careless CT. An Angel who tries to peek underpass without any presence at middle to cover off that he was clear. So gets caught out for it. Blade's still there, though, and he's got this AK. He'll smoke off the top of the connector. They won't be able to spot out exactly what they're up to. This will allow him to push up just a little bit further, too.
At the same time, man, it's a 1-1. You're not really, like, with the M4, you've got a fair amount of protection, but FlipSide, they've managed to take mid. They're looking at connector. They don't fully have mid yet. They only came up through underpass. They haven't secured window or jungle at the moment. With Adrian on the back of A side, they are bringing the bomb FlipSide over to the A. So there will be a commitment here. But they're able to breach through 4 different angles. One up through window, sort of, and the other's coming through the mid connector, one on stairs, and one coming in through temple. So FlipSide will be able to sandwich up HellRaisers. They've got a floater. Now Markelov already going down. There is the Molotov, keeping Kershaw away, but it doesn't stop him from killing off the temple boy. They can't get the plant down just yet. Wallet will come in for it, but the catwalk's looking at him. He's forced to back up, knowing also that CT stare, Adrian, gets picked off. It's only Dossier with a scout, so Wallet moves into a more protected spot. Gets the plant down. It's all up to Dossier to try and find the pick. He switches to the M4, only 16 bullets in it. Now 15. Not a lot in each clip of the M4.
He's got another one right beside him, though, so he'll use this one and try and get at least one.
He's
Blade's so far out of the sight. If he can get this first kill on World Edit, he might be able to hold it. He's going to have to go for it. He doesn't have a kit, though, so Blade's going to be able to play this one-on-one. He's trying to bait him out, and Blade's too smart. 8 HP. If he takes the peek too soon, he drops. He has no kit. I don't think he's got this. I don't think there's time. This is going to detonate, and FlipSide's going to have 15 rounds. It's going to be close.
3, 2,
too late.
Boom!
So FlipSide get it. Blade, the patience of an absolute saint. That's why he's your leader. The smart player comes away with it. FlipSide on match point, and HellRaisers.
It helped him with the second fake. Because the second fake happened, he knew he had the 10 seconds. As long as he had the 10 seconds, all he had to do was wait 7, have a peek, and he'd either get the kill or discover it was already too late. So even if he died, it would not have mattered. 15-4 HellRaisers. They are on bare minimum weapons. It's only the pistols, the upgraded ones, and 1 FAMAS over on Flamey. That's all they could afford here. And Simple's already opened up the account. More smokes and flashes. Dossier is not happy with this B side. There's only 1 player there. It almost feels, too, that FlipSid just looking for the pickoffs. They don't even... But the bomb can come up later.
Oh, Bondek's going to grab it. World Edit's on Cat Marks. Inside those apartments, they should be able to execute this B very easily. Blade hasn't spotted anyone. Doja's inside the window room just below the vents.
Hadra's trying to flank all the
here
way
it is.
around.
I mean, they have this B at this point. Yeah, Dren's going for that full flank, but Blade's going to actually almost meet him.
He's going to be ready for it.
He's going to be just ahead of him, actually.
Well, here's Adra moving in. He might get the pick off. Oh, there's your first attack. And he's waiting. Blade's waiting at the door for him. He knows he's got the advantage with that AK. So now it's a 2 retake to keep HellRaisers in this. It almost seems impossible, and it kind of is impossible. When Kusha goes down, it's up to Dossier. He gets 1, but that's it. 16-4, FlipSid will be our first team to come through the open qualifier in this first stage of the qualifier to get into the group stage for the main event, where only 4 teams will get to qualify themselves for DreamHack Bucharest.
And what a fashion they did it in. I mean, not just tonight, not just some great performances that we saw out of them, some really good... Not only that, CT play. Sure, HellRaisers didn't have it together, but they're a CT team, or at least a team that's been struggling on CT. They're a T-sided team. Last night, though, what a fashion for that comeback on Mirage. An extremely close game before that. I mean, I like this team. I really do. I think FlipSid has a lot of potential. They've got experience in Markelov. Sure, he's not up to the old fragging potential he used to have. Look at Simple. How good has he been this entire qualifier?
Really, like their double AWP combo has been so on point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's almost like they're forcing teams to play against their own style. Like HellRaisers, if you want to try and get up and close, you can't even allow that to happen. With the double AWPs, you're getting picked off beforehand, and they're so aggressive on their AWP positioning too. So they get the early pickup, and with double AWP, they then just play a positional game.
And not only that, I mean, Blade's brilliant. I mean, to see them that T-sided, Bondik's had some great entries. I love his dynamic play on CT.
Yeah.
Everyone's contributed. Markelov actually was on the bottom tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, that says how good everyone else is.
At the same time, like I don't think you'd even blame Markelov, because Markelov just did his job. He just sat on the side and took it for the team. He was water boy for this lineup.
And Bondik's actually the player that comes away with the highest stats in this game, and I loved his CT side. I really did. 57% headshots. Unbelievable performance, 21 kills for him. And again, World Edit didn't really even have to do a whole lot in this game, but he's another player that was just very wise on his rotations on the CT side. I mean, looking really good. I'm excited to see more from FlipSid, and I hope they can continue to perform at this level. Obviously, they get to go against any of the big boys, NIP, guys like that.
Yeah.
Tier 1 teams.
It's going to be a real test for them.
But, yeah.
But I think they've got what it takes. It will obviously be they've still got a lot of work to do on some of the maps.
Yeah.
But they've got things up their sleeves too, like Cobblestone, like as you're saying before. It's something they practice and something we saw them on.
And Cobblestone's a weird one because with a double ban veto style, usually that's going to be gone.
Yeah.
This what we had in these qualifiers.
There's a lot more to slip through.
It caters to them because now you're going to ban out one map, and Cobblestone, you're probably going to leave it in expecting it's going to get banned a little bit later on.
Yep.
Now, if they don't ban it right away, which we saw HellRaisers do because they know how FlipSid loves to play it, they're going to grab it. And they actually got even more lucky than that last night because Mouse grabbed it against them, and they thought, oh, well, we can get Cobble. No one plays Cobble. Little did they know FlipSid loves that map.
Yeah.
So that favored them. So FlipSid's through, but that's only one side of our qualifiers. We still have
come
another
back tomorrow
4 teams.
for more. In fact, the next 2 days, we have more coming up. So we got 2 semifinals starting tomorrow. I believe 18 CET is our starting time. And then we have 19 CET, is our starting time. Voice in my head. And then we'll be here for the grand final coming up this Sunday. Hope you're all also enjoying all the shows. I know it's been a fantastic stream here from the PGL boys. Production quality,
awesome.
hashtag value coming up. It's been wonderful. Yeah. And of course...
It's now time.
It's giveaway time!
Knives, knives, knives. We're going to see who's going to go ahead.
Give me a Kanife. Who's going to get a Kanife? Ready for the draw. Hang on, we need a...
Yeah, drum roll. Here we go. So thank you, subscribers, for this evening to contributing to our prize pool. And Japex, you are going to go ahead and pick yourself up
Congratulations,
a very
son.
expensive flip knife fade, factory new.
He's a
perfect rainbow on that blade, too.
I would say he's a Twitch veteran, mate, with a 1,069 days ago.
What's that? 3 years, just about?
It'd be better if Twitch can actually get us CSGO stats. How many hours of CSGO have you clocked?
I've clocked a lot, but all of them are casting. I don't actually think I have that much playing hours.
I've clocked a lot of Dota time.
I know, you probably have.
Actually, you crapped on Dota time. When you actually put it into how many weeks you've lost of your life to the game, it's never really lost.
And I see Japex in chat, so congratulations to him. And I'm sure you'll get a message in your inbox. Remember, if you are to check your other inbox folder, the way that Twitch now divides things, your main inbox is only for those you follow and are subscribed to. Your other inbox is from individual users. So make sure you check that tab. A lot of people don't remember to do that. So congrats.
Keys to victories.
There you go.
Keys to things.
And thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. And we
wonderful.
can't wait to see you again tomorrow evening.
I'll see you then.
The access onto Catwalk, and where Mouse has already pushed up, he's found two because they flashed it off, but they didn't expect him to be that close. So easy work, the triple for him to close out the round.
He doesn't get either, but he's got support. Nadram will mop it up, looking for the third. He's able to get him. Threading the needle between the two sets of doors. From Angel, they still want to close boxes. That's going to be Flamey, and there is just no way. They keep getting caught in every single crossfire, and it's a death trap in mid for G2. The last one left is Innocent. He'll at least get one, so not so Innocent anymore. Doors. That's Rallen, dead on double doors. An Angel. He's got to look directly towards the right. He comes in. He doesn't win the first hit. In fact, it will be Rallen holding the line here for G2.
Now it's all on to A, and they might turn this around because no one's rotating just yet. Amy's found Mouse. He's also going to go ahead and find Innocent. That's your only player that was covering off on long. So Spiro's over at B. Roland pushes through mid, and HellRaisers find themselves the perfect picks, the only picks that possibly could have worked for them in that situation. And they'll get the bomb down. So we might see round 15 come out as that nade's going to catch out Roland. Spiro 1-on-2, and he's got no choice. He's going to have to go for this, and they already know where he is. Dosia's hurt him. It's going to be an easy kill.
And now there's only 3 Ts left, and they're all over as Squeaky. And in fact, they're all getting tagged up right now as Rallen, just from up in construction. He's going to take 2. Can't get the third, though. It will belong to Dosia, but he's got nowhere else to go.
Done good damage now to Innocent. He's going to have to be so careful. Again, it's Rallen. Oh, they line up. He gets, wow, actually a team kill in response. If he hadn't got it, it was going the other way regardless. So 2K down. But there's Dosia still alive as Flamey found one as well. So back down to a 2-on-2. Rallen still wreaking havoc, and the bomb's down. This is going to force the round. Flamey can't do anything about it.
Turns it back to the flash. You do have Innocent battling from inside the pit. He'll scan out the bomb as he brought down the carrier. But he has to switch over towards his pistol, trying to find one. He does actually get an extra, but can't finish off all 3 that was in front of him. So with the support that's now arrived from Mouse, they do have the bomb, but they can't get it back onto the site. Kucha gets dropped as well as Angel, and all Dosia can do is just go for another run towards the shot. But then, over a Toxic. 1-2, looking for the third. Innocent doesn't flash. There's only Dosia left. He's got a Tech 9 in hand. They're coming up through construction, but Spiro sitting perfectly. Gus back HellRaisers. He's going to find a third as well. Third, looking for a fourth, not going to get it. Maniz will wrap it up. And it's 11-4 at the end of the CT half. And that might just open it up, but as Maniz waits for the HellRaisers players to come up through mid very aggressively, they just get dropped. On the mid, trying to come up through the underpass. Angel's waiting for him. At least Rallen's going to bring down 1, breaks down 2, and he has the bomb on top of him with 15 seconds left. There's not much more the Ts can do, especially with that AWP. He's going to go straight into the line of fire. They pick up the AWP, they get the round in this game now.
Yeah, now they've got it going, and I have to say HellRaisers haven't found the executions. They did that one brilliant round where they smoked them out and Spiro rotated through CT, but they haven't done it since.
Which is going to open up the angle a little bit more, but with Angel, he's flanked up behind them, takes out 1, looks for the second, able to take him out 2. So it's only Maniz that's left with that pistol up in Palace. He's going to drop down, and Angel will make it a trip. 1 just below the patio area, and Flamey, he's going to have them both line up. The third one as well. The bomb is down, and the last one left in that A connector. Dosia will take him out from the short.
Down, they're still trying to push forward and pursue this position. He does get 1, that's a Dren.
But the
Dosia though, oh, the timing, knows exactly where Maniz is. They are all stuck in jungle though. 1 smoke would hold them out. No one's got it though, they've only got a flash. Mao's gonna catch out Kutcher. They've changed their position smartly as Dosia now goes back to CT. That's innocent, and it's all too innocent in the end because Mouse drops. It's going to be another round. HellRaisers. Good job.
Already starts to spam, but he's got Flamey. 1, 2, looking for the third to come out through the stairway of apartments. Is able to claim him. And we're sitting on the edge of it, and there it is. It's the full ace for Flamey. That's Markelov coming in. He's going to see the one down in pit, but Dosia brings him down. Last balcony, and that's going to be a double for Dosia.
And Bondik was waiting for Markelov to find that pick. Flamey.
HellRaisers one. So over-aggressive.
Oh, he's going to catch Markelov easy, and they line up as Simple comes around the corner. There's your bomb down. That's why mid-presence, if you can establish it, sometimes is the way to go. And Flamey gets another one as he comes around looking for another. There's a 4K for him. He's got 5 and 4.
Dosia inside the pit. They saw the nade fly up from him. And can he get the pick off? Down towards the patio. Well, and it will drop. As well as Markelov couldn't get through the apartments in time. Stuck on the balcony. Adram was waiting for him. He gets the revenge kill with the Tech 9. Dosia, spray, pray, can't get around the pole. Switches over towards the pistol. And he's got enough bullets to basically hit absolutely... Now he finally kills off Simple. Well, then it will finish him off with a quick snipe. And then first attack is a bomb. It doesn't go down. He gets both shots off with that scout in time. One last T will be Flamey's push. Let's look at that AWP in the opening as, well, there's Simple. Takes 1, takes 2. Already get down to Secret as Flamey. He's really already battling inside the hut. Able to bring down World Edit. Was very far up, and now his teammate tries to replace him. Well, he just replaces his corpse on top of him. So Blade will drop 2, and HellRaisers successful defense. Angel out from CT Red.
And try and overwhelm them with these pistols.
But thinking about it, right now, though, with a good Famous line, Angel's able to bring down 2. Wants to back up, so he's got more support. Markelov pushing through Squeaky, but then Angel picking up a third. He knows there's another one about to come in through the main on the A. 3v4. And HellRaisers still have a very tight defense. Adren, Markelov walks out. Just death from above. Too easy for Adren. Blind up the AWP. Or in this case, the M4 bang into Hut. Pulls down, able to bring down Blade. Still sees more inside there, so just using that small little pistol to do the rest of the work. Simple. Sees up high. Knows he's on top of Hut. Drops down, though. It's a one-on-one. Simple on Dosia. Through Squeaky, the bomb is the one that's over. It's over in Hut. And Dosia can perfectly see it. He's got a perfect crevice. That smoke didn't do enough cover. The spray will come out, and in comes Simple. He tried to just do it blindly.
Should be easy work. Blade, meanwhile, there it is, onto Flamey. Markelov does get Angel in the end, so it's all coming down to Kutcher. He's going to drop inside control, and Dosia can't do anything more. They will pick up the 5th round. Now they've given themselves a chance.
Squeaky already. Bondik staying above him too, and it's a horrible choke point. Bondik, he's just killing them all from above. It's a full wipe. They lost one, which was Simple at the start, but his early frag. Going to work on Angel too, and well, it looks like HellRaisers getting really trapped on the back feet with the last 2 players left outside, and they're not left there anymore. Simple, inch by inch further up. But it looks like finally HellRaisers felt like they had to push out through Hut. They lose 2 very quickly from Bondik. They're going to lose a 3rd, looking for a 4th. There's one sitting up on one side of the vents. The other one's down inside the vents. Heavy push through the mid-connector, but Bondik is waiting, picks up the 2, looks for the guy up on top of the palace, and it's just a slaughter fest right now. There's only 1 player left alive, and he is also dead. And actually in through the mid, Angel secures the window.